Hey guys, how's it going? It's me Myogi and welcome to another episode of Myogi's Reacts. And the only thing that we'll obviously be reacting to in this series of episodes is none other than the episodes of MF Ghost, the spiritual successor to our long-famed Eurobeat drifty boy, Initial D. Now, when we last left off on episode 1, it was a bit of a very slow and albeit cringily generic beginning. The only thing that really made that worthwhile was both Kanata's Japanglish and Shun Aiba being such a good creed. Speaking of Kanata's English, I have already fixed the Kanata English counter because everybody kept saying, bro, he's British, but there's the Australian flag. Okay, my bad, I'm sorry. But to be fair, the Australia was once a British colony, so I am half right. But anyway, enough about the old national schematics here. What we're here after is to see Kanata Rivington. Yes, I am already accepting the fact that this Rivington is an R. Bite me. Livingston was in my mind every time I hear Rivington. So we're gonna be seeing Kanata in action now, up through the Odawara circuit, the Odawara Pikes Peak hill climb. Well, it's not necessarily Pikes Peak, but it is inspired by the original Pikes Peak. And we will see if this would save the series or not. So okay, without further ado, let's get to the action.
次は初出場のルーキーが登場です。86号車はイギリスからのチャレンジャー、片桐かなた選手、19歳。
かなた？嘘でしょ、かなたなの？
She must be an
なぜ
absolute
そこにいるの？かなた。
She must be an absolutely good cosplayer to make sure that Kanata didn't recognize her one bit.
今すごくびっくりした顔になったような。
3、2、
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your Myogi here has a dirty mind. It started on the It started. I'm gonna shut up now. I think of that one segment right there. Let me just backtrack a few frames. Yep, on this one frame here, by the way, I kept my mouth shut because I am going to be cropping out the opening music due to copyright issues. Or maybe I would just jump straight to the frames that got me to notice what's going on here in the opening cinematic. So for here on the opening cinematic, as we can see that we can clearly see the Godly 15. Yep, that's the thing. I'll let the story explain itself what the Godly 15 is. So these are the cars that we would be expecting, and in according order: the 911 GT3, the Cayman, the new R8, the SLS AMG. I think I got that right? SLS AMG or SLS per se. The GTR Nismo, a 911 Carrera. I think that's that Bimmer is an M6. I think we got the Huracan. We got the E92 M3. That looks like an E92 M3. We have a Lexus. I think that's a LCF. Maybe. I'm not eyeing what the red car. Oh, that's the Ferrari. I forgot. That's the 488. And then the Exige, the FD2 Civic, the Alfa Romeo Forte, and of course our Hachiroku GT. So yeah, opening cinematic has already spoiled it. Although this would entail a bit of some extra editings whenever they produce these episodes, it could have been good. Or it could have been a creative approach if they went with a bit of some motion graphic-ish, like, while retaining the camera angle, where the cars that we have not seen in previous parts of the first episode have been covered as a silhouette. And like only showing the GTR Nismo, the Cayman, the 911, the R8, and the 86 GT. Some of these other cars that we're seeing here are actually not shown in the first episode. So if you're a car junkie, you know which cars are going to be showing up. My one feedback, personal comment about the opening, nothing against this singer, but I know what they're trying to go for here. Because Initial D, during its opening music, always has Move as their trademark, the original band. And what we know that after fifth stage they did disband, but it is good of them to bring back Motsu, the rapper of Move, of well, the band that used to be called Move. Bringing back Motsu to do the rapping because it is very iconic to put him alongside anything produced by Shigeno. So yeah, props to you guys.
スタートしました。 AI 搭載完全自律制御のドローンがついに迫力のレース映像を全世界の MFG ファンへとお届けします。アクセル全開で急な坂を上がっていきます。どんな走りを見せてくれるんでしょうか。英国からのチャレンジャー、注目しましょう。
Also, I did notice one thing with the animation of the 86 GT. Back in Initial D, what they do, the body is absolutely stable, but the ones that are shaking are usually the suspension. But this time, we are seeing some body shaking as it goes up the hill. So that change in animation really makes the car feel much more alive.
メッセージなのかもしれないわ。どこかで見ているかもしれないケンちゃんに呼びかけているとしたら、
そこまでして家族を捨てた父親に存在を伝えたいと思うものだろうか。
It's kind of sad that it's Ray's parents that are the ones giving exposition to the family relationship of Kanata and Ken. Kanata had a bad childhood.
あの子の気持ちはあの子にしかわからないことだわ。最愛の母親を亡くして祖父母のいる母国を離れ、たった一人で異国の地に降り立って、カナダの心情を思いやるだけで胸が締め付けられそうになるわ。
クリアです、尾形さん。
Should we count that? Should we put that in the counter? Yeah, no, I'm gonna make an exception. No. It's not cringy enough to be added to the counter. I mean, this is serious Kanata mode that we're seeing here.
長丁場だ。集中力を保っていってくれ。オーバー。ラジャー。
Okay, now that we could put it in.
それにしても尾形、86なんて2桁の番号よく取れたな。
俺もさ、多分無理だなと思いながら申し込んでみたら、運よく誰にも取られてなかったんだよ。
Gee, I wonder why.
パドルシフトとデュアルクラッチが当たり前の時代の変速機には歯が立たねえ。あれ54位？嘘だろ？
Alright. For those who are not understanding what Shun Aiba here was justifying when he said paddle shifters are all the rage and that 8 shifters are obsolete with 3 pedals are obsolete. It's not necessarily per se saying it is obsolete, but rather because compared to paddle shifters with sequential clutches driven by the computer, the inputs of the paddle shifters is one way, or like 1 point. While if you go with the manual and the clutch, so manual shifter and the clutch, it is a 2-point input before the gears start to shift. So like if you're in a paddle shifter, you just you only have the gas and a brake down below, and you just click, shift up, click, shift up. But in H gearboxes, like you've seen in your regular private cars, if you're in the province, you'll definitely have a manual. If you're friends who are car junkies, who actually go to car shows, etc., when you shift the gear, you cannot actually go immediately. You have to put the input of the clutch, which is on the 3rd pedal. So you have to open it up, put it in, and then let go. Now, again, it's a 2-point thing. So you have to depend on one process to shift up, which is the next process. And both are very human input dependent. So you could see that Shun Aiba, who's already part of the next gen of race cars / sports cars / supercars, is more on efficiency and function, which is why that is becoming the trend. Even with the upcoming commuter cars, why they're already having semi-automatic or paddle shifters in place of standard manual.
システムのエラーに決まったらよく起きるんだ。
Nah, Shun. Just admit it. You have skill issues.
尾形のボロ86でそんなことあるわけねえ。
ボロは余計だろう、てめえしゅん。
Yeah, Ogata's right. Come on. It's just like what? 2000 and well, I kind of forgot. But then again, he is in a second gen GTR Nismo. So kinda justified. I don't know. GTR stands out there in the comments. Is Shun right or is Shun wrong?
上がってんじゃねえかよ。53位って
エラーじゃないぞ。見ろよ。センターのコンピューターが86号車に注目フラグ出したぞ。
ありえねえ。絶対にありえねえ。
おっと、これは86号車に注目フラグが出されています。私の記憶によればデビュー戦のルーキーにこのフラグが立ったのは昨年のミハエル・ベッケンバウアー以来の快挙になります。乗れています、片桐かなた19歳。
上位ランクの100台、いや少なくとも200台はカナタの86より馬力のある車なんだぞ。なんでそいつらより上にランクされるんだ。
For one thing, it could be it's either plot armor or skill issue. I'm gonna have to go with skill issue on this one, but I may be judging the race too early.
そんなんじゃねえんだよ。 MFG のグリップウェイトレシオを甘く見るな。ちょっとくらいコーナーが速くたって関係ない。セクター1は車にパワーがなきゃどうにもならん。
そうなんだけどさ、車ほどファットなタイヤを履ける。ただしミッドシップと 4WD にはハンデがあって、コストをかけて軽量化してもタイヤを細くされるからメリットがないんだ。エンジンパワーには制限がないけど、むやみに上げてもタイヤが持たない。トップチームでもベストなバランスを見つけきれないでいるのが現状かな。だから手を加えなくても馬力があってバランスのいい高額な欧州車が今のところ強い。そのせいかリッチマンズレギュレーションだなんて揶揄されてるけどね。
それにしてもあまりにもエキサイティングだ。
Yeah, I'm adding it to the counter. Also, you say you're excited, Kanata, but your face says otherwise. Copying your mentor much?
グリップウェイトレシオだけが唯一のレギュレーションだなんて、一体誰が思いつくんだろう。
多分 MFG エグゼクティブオーガナイザーの両高橋っていう人だよ。
See? This is what they could have done in episode 1. When you call him Ryo Takahashi, you would really... Are we talking about the same Ryo Takahashi from Initial D or Ryosuke Takahashi? Ryo, as in Ryosuke? Come on! I mean, I'm glad that they fixed that on episode 2. But, you could have fixed it way earlier. You could have kept the suspense, guys. Please.
MFG がこれだけメジャーになった今でも年齢も経歴も全て不明。全く表舞台に出てこない謎の人物なんだ。
Initial D stats.
何者なんだカナタって。どういう経歴か聞いてるか。
何も知らないんだよ。信頼できる人からの紹介で。会ってみたらすごくいいやつだったから。ただイギリスの名門レーシングスクールを出てるってことくらいしか。
ファンタスティック尾形さん。
Adding that to the counter.
この車ブレーキも含めてフットワークのバランスがいいです。これがあるなら当初の目的は果たせると思います。
Yeah, Eurobeat incoming.
ついにトップ50に潜り込んできました。速い、ダウンヒルが速い。
Okay, this is my one gripe, honestly, with all the spectators watching. They're always showing the first section of Kanata driving. They could have at least fast-forwarded to make it look like he's a bit more faster. Come on. Huh?
ニュースターの誕生を予感させてくれます。片桐かなた、19歳。
嘘だろ。やっべ。
前橋。いや、凌介の携帯にかける。大至急。
Oh! Are we gonna see the boy?
涼介見てるかライブ映像。いや
Why are you gay?
I'm sorry, fanboy the moment I hear Koyasu's voice. Oh my god.
この後ちょっと込み入ったオペが1件あってその準備中だ。何かあったのか？
Yep, the moment I hear Takehito Koyasu's voice, I just fanboy. So that's how prominent. They could have at least, you know, if you want to keep the suspense of Ryosuke, they could not have let Koyasu voice him this early. Or make it sound a little more muffled, like what they did with Keiichi Tsuchiya's cameo in initially first stage.
そのドライバーには注目しておけ、文弘。
Yeah, the back clearly says Ryosuke. The back clearly says Ryosuke. And now he dyed his hair again to blue.
MFG New Generation だ。
Ryosuke's the one who said it. Should we add it to the counter? Nah. Huh? What was that, Fumihiro? That was utter cringe. They could have done without Fumihiro screaming, honestly.
順位も一つ下げています。86号車上りで若干失速します。やはりトヨタ 86GT ではライバルたちに比べて排気量のハンデは大きい。コースは915号線最高地点を過ぎてセクター3へと向かいます。ここでどれだけタイムを作れるかが小田原パイクスピークの全てと申し上げても過言ではないでしょう。
尾形さん、もう少し本格的にペースを上げます。
I was pissed. I don't think I was pissed because he is scared of what Kanada's doing. I was pissed as he's gonna be disqualified. He's gonna be pushed down the ranks and gets disqualified of the top 15.
そこから先がセクター3なんだよ。ふざけんな。俺のアドバイス忘れたのかてめえ、カナタ。コースを熟知してない素人が攻めたら死ぬぜ、オーバ
ー。Don't worry, 相葉先輩。
Add that to the counter.
コースなら頭の中にムービーがあります。集中するのでごめんなさい。ここから沈黙します。オーバー。
ルーキー片桐かなたが果敢に挑む。その先に待ち受けるものは栄光か、はたまた挫折なのか。
Okay, I would at least admit that was one of Ray's better renders than the original character style. I know it's a bit of a diversion because probably a different artist was the one who did that frame, and it actually did her justice. I would at least have to, you know, critique that.
先輩からのアドバイスをリスペクトしない奴はお仕置きだ。お前にきちんとしたテクニックがあることは分かった。だけど先と育ちのボンボンには自然が作ったダウンヒルの恐ろしさが分かってねえ。学校で教わったことなんて外に出たら役に立たねえことばっかなんだぞ。分かってんのか、カナタ。
Okay, I will at least admit Shun Aiba's taking his role as senpai way too seriously. In a good way. Again, that's why he's bro. That's why we like him.
どうなってんだ。チェックポイントを通過するたびに順位が上がるぞ。
Oh, he pulled it off. He did the thing. He did the Kanse Dorifto. Well, subtly, but still.
まるでレーシングカートに見える。いつスピンしてもおかしくない。いや、半分スピンさせながら走っているのか。こんなギリギリのダンスを最後まで驚きなのか。気は確かか、カナタ。カナタは本気で予選通過を目標にタイムを削りに行ってるぞ。
神15を目指ったか。無理だろう。 100% 不可能だ。第一86だぞ。
可能性は小さいけどゼロではない。こうなると変にブレーキかけさせるようなことは言わない方がいいんじゃないか。逆に高いモチベーションを持続させてやる方が かえって安全じゃないのかな。
Such a bro. Shonaiba's such a bro.
ドライバー心理なら俺の方がわかるんだ。こういう作戦はどうだ。
そんなのまずいって。こっちから仕掛けるようなことを言うのは。
心配すんな。彼方を信じろ。
Why do you have this really bad feeling that Shun Aiba is the direct predecessor to a more likable Takeshi Nakazaro?
予選5位の俺だからわかる。根本的に何か立ち位置が違う。
残りは26台。オーバ
グッジョブ尾形さん。
I always had to pause whenever I hear Japanglish.
欲しかったのはそれだけです。
Okay, what? Hello? Why did the frame rate suddenly change? I mean, I know dynamic camera angle, but why?
実況の田中さんのテンションがいつもより高い。空気がざわついている。彼方が箱根の山の中にいる。バカバカ、彼方のバカ。 MFG に出るなんて聞いてないよ。
You never asked! Come on, again! You just shook his hand and went straight to your room, Miss I have math homework.
虎とかヒョウとかワニとかクマとか。
That's not what you should be worried about. Okay, who's her trainer that told her what Hakone is all about when she got this job?
彼方みたいな優しい装飾系が来るとこじゃないの。彼方のバカ、嘘つき。日本に来た目的はお父さんを探すためだって言ったじゃない。
I mean, he's not wrong. He just didn't say how. He just say what, as per your request. You didn't even delve into details. Where did you last saw him? Had you asked, Kanata would have filled you in that he used to race with MFG, and then you could have supported or prevented him then and there. But no, you didn't ask. You just went straight. Oh, I will help you, but you don't know where to start. I will help you. Good job, Ren.
86号車が行く。デスエリアに突入です。
おいおい、なんかいつもより今日は濃くねえか。
事故が多発する小田原パイクスピークの中でも一番の難所だ。俺たちベテランでもここでは多めの安全マージンを取る。あいつコースは覚えただなんて豪語してやがったけど、まんざらはったりでもなさそうだぜ。
He did.
目視できてなくても次のコーナーまでの距離とそれが右なのか左なのかが分かってる。立ち上がるラインに迷いがない。だけど平面的な地図が頭の中にあるだけじゃ何の役にも立たないだろう。サーキットと違って公道のアスファルトにはギャップがあるし、うねりもでかい。フルブレーキングの最中に突然減速 G がすっぽ抜けたり、コーナリングの途中でラインが外側に2メートルも蹴っ飛ばされたりするポイントは無数にある。事前に分かっていてマシンの挙動が予測できていなければ即クラッシュだ。彼方にそれができているのはなぜだ。
コースなら頭の中にムービーがあります。
Okay, adding that one in. I heard movie.
ムービーって何のことだ。オフィシャルサイトのデモ走行。
おお、
言ってるのか。まさか。
Is that K-Sock?
ポイントが本当に取れてしまうのかよ。そんなこと想像もしてなかった。30位以内に入ってポイントランカーになることは全ての MFG 出場者にとって夢であり憧れだものな。
0.1 ポイントでも取れば様々な優遇があるんだ。タイヤは全てタダになるし、セコンドブースだって。
Oh, sponsored tire, sponsored boot. Hello.
準備してもらえる。何より嬉しいのはゴールドの縁取りのカーナンバーがつくことかな。 見た目がかっこいいし、ポイントランカーとしてのプライドがくすぐられる。
He's
それだけ
flexing.
でもう十分だよ。
I would be flexing.
入りなんて俺は望んでない。頼むから無理しないでくれ、カナタ。
That's insured under Ogata's
演
name.
奏させたとしても、お前さえ無事で戻ってくれたら、
Okay, never
俺
mind.
は笑ってハグする自信があるぜ。
急半を下りながらのフルブレーキングからの右の直角ターン、リアの下交差点を鮮やかにクリアしていきます。ご覧ください。86号車のドローンから送られてくる映像には競技車両前方の風景が全く見えません。ゾッとするほど怖い映像です。デスエリアでなんと8台のマシンをごぼう抜き。言葉を失います。私の貧困なボキャブラリーでは86号車のパフォーマンスに追いついていけません。26位、25位、こんなことが起こるから MFG は面白い。
Hey, the brake
ドライ
trails!
バーの存在は間違いなく今シーズン最大のトピックになることでしょう。デスエリアを抜けた。86号車前方に大平台のヘアピンカーブがクリアに浮かび上がる。
Is he gonna do it under the Kansei Drifto? Oh boy! Wait, hold on. I saw the plate numbers different. Nani?
ダブって見えたぜ、一瞬。白黒のパンダトレの。
Wait, hold on. We need to go back a few frames. I saw that Hachiroku, AE Hachiroku have different plate numbers. 2, 6, 7. It's using the plate number series from Initial D Legend. Way to keep the tradition alive. Dude, it could have been good if they still went with 1395. You know, 13954, the original plate number in the anime.
藤原匠の超高速四輪ドリフト。
In the middle lane.
こっちは尾形、残りは9台。オーバー。
What was the over kind of delay? Really? You had to end it there? Oh, come on! More drifting. Oh, we get a snippet of Michael Bach. I can't pronounce his name.
次回第3話かまぼこストレート。
Oh. So you're using some extra elements of the whole time attack thing again, or maybe like aligning the records of the other MFG Godly 15 drivers. And it looks like it's going to be a run between Kanata's 86 GT against the Alfa Romeo 4C. Okay, critic time, and it's time for us to dissect everything that we've seen here. So, safe to say, with the call outs to the original Initial D cast, Ryosuke getting a voice reveal and a back reveal, Case Cast FD was the big surprise, honestly. Cause and of course Fumihiro recalling the four-wheel drift of Fujiwara's AE Hachiroku. Yeah, it's safe to say that episode 2 has brought episode 1 out of the hellhole that we call cancel. Yeah, so I am actually in anticipation. I'm actually hyped of what is going to happen next, and not going for a fade to black at the end before roll credits was a good way to keep the anticipation, because I was not looking at the length of the video on my player. I was really anticipating what happens next, and looks like it's only a 1/4 left of the Odawara Pikes Peak that we need to look out for in episode 3. Now, it's safe to say that plot armor is absolutely dummy thick on this one, And I will not be surprised if Kanata makes it to the Godly 15. Well, I mean, there's not gonna be there's not gonna be an MF Ghost the series if Kanata doesn't make it. But I would still say with all like 300, and you're just gonna go with 15 out of that 300, like 5% of it. Very tight number, Yosuke. Very tight number. The only downs that I have seen here is one, that really awkward and cringy scream by Fumihiro, and the analogy that Rei said about the corners of Hakone. She could have went on and focused more on the dangers of Death's Fog, and we know that the Death's Fog segment was a call out as well to initial the 5th stage of when Keisuke fought against Ikeda of Team Spiral Zero. But it's safe to say that Kanata does not need some tanned bro with a walkie-talkie to tell him about. Sorry, I'm hating on Kanata too much. But yeah, it's easier to define that Kanata is a bit above Keisuke there. But not gonna lie, seeing that FD back really, really shocked me, and I believe my natural expression there is going to be the thumbnail of this video. So, are you guys liking episode 2 so far? Because right now I am really liking it, and just like Kanata here, getting positions. MF Ghost started here in episode 1. Now it's safe to say it's picking up paces, and it's right here now. So if they could keep this momentum, I do believe this is going to be a proper successor to Initial D. So looking forward to episode 3 there, which will come out around 16th or the 17th of October. Normally that's what they do. Or maybe it's on the 16th. Because I was anticipating it to be shown on a Sunday, but they went in and aired it on a Monday midnight. I thought it was a Sunday midnight. So, if you've liked this video, don't forget to leave a like in the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment below what you think of Kanata's actions during the race. And I will see all of you in the next reaction video.